Welcome to the Clashing of Steel.
So today I'm going to talk about how I spend my resources in For Honor and what I usually suggest new players or players in general to do. Well, I have a lot of resources. You can already see it here. The scrap, the steel and even the loot boxes. Personally, I'm guessing that many players are using steel to buy loot boxes, which is also dependent. You might want to buy them, but you don't want to buy them when you are at low prestige or low level in general. You'll also get gear for playing matches, so spending it there seems kinda wasteful, unless you're using it on your prestige 7 or 8 hero. Because above that, you get gear that is very good. Below it, you'll get gear that you'll grow out of, basically. Okay, above tier 5, that is also rather acceptable and rather good start. Plus, the changes to gear on low tiers are rather small, so it doesn't matter a lot. And also, if you're doing duels, it doesn't matter at all. Because in duels, the gear bonuses are disabled. The simple reason why I would keep them for higher tiers or higher prestiges is simple. You do not always get the gear you want from loot boxes. So, opening 20 loot boxes, you might not still get all the gear you would prefer. You might get some of it, you might get half of it, or you might just get a piece. Plus, every piece of gear will help you specialize in whatever specialization you prefer. Okay, so, as an example, let's take a look at my Warlord's shield. I have not used any loot boxes, because I would get equal gear to this. But let's take a look at basically level 1 gear. It's an equal item from Kenzei's arsenal. You can even look at the level of the gear. It doesn't change that much in overall. Just 14 levels higher, 2.5 times as strong as level 1. And this is from Prestige 1 to Prestige 5. This is the simple reason why I don't think spending loot boxes early on in the game is worth it. Prestige 5 and above, actually Prestige 8 as I prefer it, those are the good areas where you should spend loot boxes, because using them on low prestige just isn't worth it. So, same thing about scrap. Scrap is the gear you dismantle. You get materials to upgrade the gear you want, and using it on low prestige gear just isn't worth it. From personal experience, it can be rather hard to get a specific item you want from a loot box. And seeing as every hero has 6 items and there are a ton of options how they can come out, they can either give all stats, they can give 1 stat, or they can give 2 stats on the cost of 1. There are many options, and I'm quite sure luck won't be on your side with all 6 of the items. So my suggestion is just simple. Use steel when you do have the prestige. Preferably I would say 8, but many players usually go for 5 or so. Hold on to your loot boxes, because you'll get reasonably good gear when you just play. Even the gear level difference isn't that big of a difference. As long as you have a piece, that is usually good enough to do something at least. Or if you truly are dedicated to this game, I guess you could just go and get yourself the champion status, with all the silver you have not spent on loot boxes. That's what I actually have done. I think it's around a year worth or 300 days worth of champion status left. It costs a lot, but if you play the game and have a lot of steel you can spend on it. I actually bought 2 years and I have like 300 days left, as I said. I haven't played the game for quite a long while actually. It was a great game when it first came out. I had time to play and everything was wonderful, but right now I'm just mostly playing every now and then. Compared to these guys, I am extremely rusty. He probably doesn't have the gear advantage on me here, but he just has the skill advantage compared to how outskilled I am currently. So anyways, this was pretty much it. I do not suggest spending loot boxes on low prestige champions or heroes, because that just isn't worth it. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.